So was the works night out on Friday, and I've finally been exposed as a complete and utter fraud. Well, I feel like anyway. Had a couple of wobbles, couple of songs came on. The first one I didn't get out fast enough. Ended up crying on my friend's shoulder, poor thing. And second one, I kind of had to ditch someone. It was mid-conversation. It was like, oh, no, sorry, I've got to go. But by the end of the night, I think it was maybe a little bit too much for me, because I had the biggest panic attack I have had in a very long while. I've been having little ones. Can usually breathe myself through them. Normally it's before I head out to work in the morning. I'll take the dog out, be all fine, feed him, scrape down the car if the car needs scraped down, and then I'll spend 5-10 minutes having a panic attack. And I can usually, it's only 5-10 minutes, just a wee bit of, breathing goes a wee bit funny, my heart picks up a wee bit. But on Friday night, I thought I was gonna die. Genuinely thought I was gonna die. Even thinking about it now, my heart's going. The pain's a little bit. But yeah. I mean, it was a good night, really good night. It was a works night out, and they are the best bunch of people you've ever met. Get young boy that I started with, when I first started working with him, he was an immature little boy, but see now he's turned into a young man, and he has his moments, but he's a fantastic young guy, and I'm glad to have got to see him growing up. But on Friday night I just pretty much sat at a table. I'd eaten before I'd came out. Polly made me eat something because, one, I don't like eating in public, and two, I can be a really, really fussy eater. So I wouldn't eat, and because I was having a drink, I had a drink. I feel sick thinking about it. Because I was having a drink, Polly wanted to make sure that my stomach was lined and that I ate something, so she made me eat in front, even though I'd had something to eat before she came in. She made me eat in front of her, which was very nice, so I was a little bit bloated. But because I was feeling quite nervous about going, I made Pauline come in with me, so she got to meet the lovely people that I work with. Anybody that walked in that was from my office, I was like, so and so, this is Pauline, so and so, this is Pauline, so and so, this is Pauline. I don't think she can remember half the names that she of the people that she met on Friday night. She was really good as well, because at the end of the night with my panic attack, I had every intention of going outside, standing outside and waiting for her to come and pick me up, just puffing away on this, but I got stopped, and because I was in the start of a panic attack, it was one of those ones of, come on, we'll take care of you, but I couldn't stay there, unfortunately. I didn't have the brain capacity to say, I need to be outside, I'll calm down quicker if I'm outside. I think I just sat there saying, I can't people, God, I'm in pain, I'm dying, I think I'm going to pass it. I think these are the things that came out of my mouth on Friday night. Instead of saying, can I just please go and stand outside and wait on Pauline? I just sat saying, I can't people, which, if it was Pauline, then she would have known to get me outside and get me away. from people. Put as much space between me and people as as physically possible. But yeah, it was, apart from a couple of idiotic moments, and get myself upset. Who the fuck plays Spirit of Sky at Christmas night? I mean, really. And then they played Erasure as well. I thought it would have been the Christmas songs that had done it for me. But yeah, yeah, that was me outed on Friday night. I suffer panic attacks. Pretty much every damn day. Like I say, Monday to Friday it's always before work, and it's always having to go and people. I can't. And the people that I'm with all day are 99% amazing. Do you know, they're kind, caring, supportive. But I still, prior to work, I still have, I think we're probably going to end up dropping down dead one morning. But it's horrible. It's alright in the morning just now because it is literally just me and Bear, and he just sort of looks at me like, bitch, I'm going to eat you when you die. SSPCA adverts suck. Think yourself lucky, boyo. At the weekend it's usually surrounded by people. So Pauline ends up getting squeezed to fuck. She really does, she gets gripped. I think another reason why it was so bad is because I was off a few days last week and I hadn't been around many people. I literally had not been around many people. The majority of the time I spent with anybody was Matthew, my brother. I went up and hung out at his house for a couple hours, a couple of times a day, and that was cool. Another thing I done last week as well was phone the clinic. I do have a video of that, but I give my date of birth and everything, so it's not really that secure to post on YouTube or anywhere, social media, because of the date of birth thing. But yeah, I phoned the clinic, and the woman I spoke to said that my referral date was the 18th of September, which was a pile of pish because my GP referred me the 13th of July, I think she said. I knew it was sometime in July that my GP referred me. Excuse me, it's dinner time. And all I've had's a packet of fucking noodles. I need to eat more. Drink less, eat more. But yeah, the woman had said, oh, it's going to be September. Now, when I phoned in September, I was told it was a 9-month waiting list. That's what I was told. When I phoned again last week, I was told it's a 12-month waiting list, so I should get a date sometime July or August next year. Now, for me, that's fine. Minus the panic attacks, it's okay. Because panic attacks aren't about the gender, it's about being with people. I would, Christ, I'd love to just hermit away, not bother with anybody. Can't do that, got bills to pay. Christ, that's horrendous. But yeah, can you imagine somebody it's a life or death situation for them, and they're being told that the day they phoned up to check their place in the queue is the day that they're going to be, that's how long the referral's going to be from. Nah, I was quite bolshy when I phoned up, and I was like, nah, not happening. My GP, blah blah blah, you know, I told the full thing. So the women actually looked, but if I had been somebody that wasn't that bullshit, somebody that, if I'd have phoned today, I'd have been like, alright, okay, that's fine. But can you imagine if that was somebody and it was a life or death thing for them? Fucking really, really shocking. I think that's all really. Yep, been outed, panic attack sufferer. Fun. Overshared a bit as well on Friday night, but that's for me to deal with. When I get back to work, I couldn't go to work today because my hose pipe and my boiler decided to burst again. Had to wait in to get that fixed. So that was fun. But yeah, panic attacks are not fun. I had a small one today while the guy was in. But luckily enough, he was just in and out, you know, out and out, front door, upstairs, getting the boil and all that sorted. I was able to just stand in the kitchen and squeeze the dog. All the while breathing into his neck, trying not to pass out. Fun. Yeah, panic attacks, not fun. So I'm going to upload this, and then once it uploads, I'm going to spend a little bit of time watching. There's a channel called Hercules Candies. They're in Syracuse in New York. It's a candy company. They make their own in the basement. It's their family home, and they make their own candies in the basement, and they sell them from, you know, a wee bit in a shop in the home. The mum and dad, dad's Steve, mum's Terry, they're brilliant. The banter that goes on between them two, their son Greg that films it, boy Max that works for them, and you know the various different people that work for them. The banter that goes on there is just brilliant. So have a wee look if you are bored, not get anything to do. Hercules Candy. Another channel to look into is crikey, what's it called? Travel Thirsty. It's a world food channel. I mean, I've saw them kill and cook quite a lot of food. It's a really good channel, so give that a wee look as well if you're ever bored and you want a wee look at something gross and cool. Travel Thirsty for gross and cool. Hercules Candies for family fun and candies. So yeah, I'm gonna upload this and then go and watch them. Have a nice evening, guys, and work people. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.